Yeah, they didn't take it off, man. It's still on here. Yeah, they didn't take it off. It's still on here. That's a good thing. I told you.
All right, con.
I told you.
Okay, con.
Hey, okay, let's get this shit cracking,
uh,
man. Hold on. I gotta put this on my tripod now. Okay.
all right, you ready?
Okay, hold on. Almost.
Gee, I just hold on.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Shalom, Maki Abashim Brakta.
Shalom, bro. I just yeah, I just want to make sure everything's straight, man. I don't want to be on here bogus. Uh, yeah, no, the thing is right. This just to let y'all know, man. This broadcast, what we're doing right now. This broadcast is for the elect um of Yasha'Allah. Also, this is some shit that brothers that go out on the highways and hedges who call themselves Israelites need to know. Now, and I got this from one of the other brothers, this whole concept, man, because it's true. Okay, if we go out here and preach, man, be it on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you go, on the streets, highways and hedges, uh, busting off up into synagogues, preaching, it don't matter, wherever you go. This is what we need to know, man. I mean, Esau is coming, man. He's coming. These are the times, man.
Hey,
These are the times where.
hey, Ark.
But before we get into it,
First,
man, first we want to give
uh,
all praises to Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai.
con.
We'd like to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Ruel. And we'd like to give
Yes, sir.
honor, Shalom to the Akim that's out here pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners. And with that being said, go ahead.
Yeah, let me just bring out this precept real quick. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe. Now, woe means destruction for those people who don't understand what woe means. To the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, which is the so-called white man known in the scriptures as Esau, Edom, is come down unto you having great wrath because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Now, like the brother was saying, there's brothers have revealing out that Esau, you got the elite bankers, you got the Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, Bilderberg groups, DuPonts, Bushes. They're planning on coming down on the prophet's heart. All right, they're planning on putting us to death real soon because this word is coming out and it's destroying everything that they have built this country on, which is actually fulfilling prophecy. You have they're setting up false flags to set up their martial law and take away gun rights and all those stuff like that. There's all part of the agenda. So, like I said, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, and you're pushing this thing, Snapchat, whatever platform that the ox say, if you're on the highways and byways, it doesn't matter where you at, you are targeted. Okay, nobody is free from this. If you listen to what we say and acknowledge to what we say, you are part of this, whether you accept it or not, believe it or not. All right. And the reality is for you Israelites that are in this thing, that are doing this on the highways and byways and know this information, you're gonna be also put in that position where you can be put to death for this thing. and that is the reality.
Yeah, you know what?
All right, that's what. Go ahead,
No,
Art.
you know what
Go
else?
ahead.
Because it's like it's a lot of guys that's out here that be preaching, and they preach whether you preaching a false doctrine, whether you saying that we preaching hate and y'all not. Maybe you saying we're going too hard and y'all not. Okay, it don't matter. Esau coming for everybody who claiming that they're Israelite, man. Everybody that's claiming their identity, Esau is coming for. And
Yeah,
and the brother Barakiah that just jumped on. He one of the brothers from Great Millstone. He sent me the video of the brother who originally made the video about, man, Esau is coming, man. Esau is coming, man, and everybody who pushed this truth. I mean, I'll pull up John 16:2 and read that.
Con. This is John 16:2, and it says, "They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth Yahweh's service."
Yeah, and so they gonna be thinking all the time. They're gonna be thinking, like I said, they're gonna be thinking that we out here doing some like we the devils. We the wrong people. And they righteous. And so when they kill us, they gonna think they doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. When they all the time they gonna be killing the
Yeah,
saints of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which also is prophesied that we will be murdered.
yeah, and you can clearly see it. It's evident. Look what's going on. Everything that is happening is to set up to get us ready to be executed. I mean, this is something that we're gonna have to face. So anybody that's in this, that should be on your mind. And as days goes by, we're drawing closer to those things. All right. As soon as going to be on the table, these are going to be the two things laid flat. It's either you take the mark or you die without taking it. That's going to be your only option in the next couple months. Hey, they even passed a bill where the police are enforcing people to take this chip. So what do you think is going to happen now when you're being stopped and they say, "Do you have your RFID chip, the mark of the beast," and you don't have it?
Yeah, they gonna want your ID. They gonna want your license. They gonna be like, "Where's your RFID chip?" They gonna scan it. They
Yeah,
gonna be like, "Oh, you an Israelite."
John, exactly. Because Esau's not playing games anymore. Esau is no longer on a level where he can really let this slide. You know why? Because people are now drifting off of his wine. People are drifting off of the bull crap that he's been feeding the world for hundreds of years. Why? Because this is Yahweh Shem Shai set up. Hey, can you give me a scripture real quick? Isaiah 62
Isaiah
and
62.
1
Okay, hold on.
and 1.
Uh, Pulling it up now.
This is the reason why they're fighting back so hard. Khan, Barakiah, yo, they don't understand what's coming, man.
Okay.
Everybody's lollygagging and having fun, but they don't understand. Go ahead, Art.
Okay. It says. Hold on. Let me get it all the way pulled up. It says, "For Zion's sake." Salaki. It's Isaiah 62:1. "For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth."
Yeah, and that's exactly why these devils are going to come down having great wrath, going back to Revelations 12 and 12, because this is happening as we speak. The Most High said he will not hold his peace. Why do you think we're out here 24/7 posting everything on every social media? We're out in the highways and byways throughout the four corners of the earth, man. This is a no peace, man. Basically, what we're showing Esau that this is a symbol of war. We're showing him that this is the start of war, man.
Exactly. Because the thing is, what they don't get is this doctrine, this word, this truth. It got to be preached unto all nations, unto all nations of people. Everybody got to know what's happening. Everybody must be aware of what's coming to them. Let me pull this up.
Right.
This is Matthew 24:9, and it says, "And they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations." We're already hated of all nations for my name's sake,
Right.
and that's the reason why we're hated, for the sake of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. You know, because it's a lot of us that's stuck in that's too programmed to what Esau got going on that they're not gonna want to turn away from that to this truth. You know, and
it, it'll come on to them like a thief in the night.
yeah,
You know, it's just gonna come in just one day, and they show you that in plenty of movies. You know, you got year 12 or 2012 when it comes to all that destruction. And you also got one movie, but they try to cancel it with showing martial law. You
mm-hmm.
know, coming in, and people were unaware. They were just going about their days, getting married, you know, enjoying their stuff. And then what happened? Tanks rolled in, military rolled in, SWAT teams come bodying people, shooting them in the street. This is a reality. They're showing you what they're gonna do before they do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
And they drop subliminal hints all the time in movies. But
Yeah, that's right.
but I'm gonna continue the scripture. It says I'm gonna continue Matthew 24, and it says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. You know that's going on right now. That's that big falling away. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You know, and it said, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this is why we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, the streets, the highways and hedges, in your workplace, every place pushing this truth. Everywhere we go, we're talking about the truth with Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Why? Because it has to be preached unto all nations. And everybody must know.
Yeah.
In order for the end to come. In order for us to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to discredit the scriptures, right? But what people don't understand, if the scriptures were so false, none of this should be happening. There shouldn't be us even talking about this. There shouldn't be a rise. Esau shouldn't even be having military strategies in his own city. You know, why is all of these things happening? Because the word of Yahweh Shemashah has to be fulfilled. And guess what? Us being put to death, some of us being put to death is part of that. And that's just the reality that we're gonna have to face, which is around the corner. It's not gonna be 20 years from now. It's not gonna be 30 years from now. Esau is setting up all the barricades to make sure that us, can escape. That's why they have the facial recognition.
Yeah.
I did a video on it with another brother, and he was the video the guy who's explaining. He said they can shoot a beam down in a country where they think where you are and find you. They don't need to even pinpoint your exact location. So if they know that you're somewhere in America, all they need to do is shoot a beam down, and they can find you.
All
man.
they need
that face.
In order for a man to escape that shit, they will have to disfigure their face.
Yeah.
You can't even put a. You
already know that's not happening.
You can't even put a mask on because it reads flesh. That shit, it goes past all that. That shit is high tech. Hey, look, just to prove what you said about the prophets being killed off, go to Matthew 23 and 34 and read that.
Come on. This is Matthew 23 and 34. It says, wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall you.
Go ahead.
And some of them shall you scorn in your synagogues, and persecute them from city to city, that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of the righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Barachias, whom you slew between the temple and the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation.
And that tells you right there. That tells you that the Most High. I mean that everybody think it's sweet now and it's safe now. They think that it's the new trend to say that you're an Israelite and to wear the garments and go out there. You know what I'm saying? They think that's a trend now, but they don't know they're gonna be getting put to death. Even if they bullshitting.
Yeah.
Esau see everything. Wait, that's what he's doing right now. He's calculating everything. He's setting everything up, and then he's gonna move in, and we're gonna wipe up. He's gonna wipe us up out of there, man.
Gone. I have a quick precept.
Go ahead.
Um, this is Isaiah 43 and 10. It says, "Ye are my witness, saith the Abba Shemashai, my servant, whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am He. Before me there was no power formed, neither shall there be after me." Right. So at the end, a lot of people who claim that they're Israelites during the fashion show don't believe that they're gonna be put to death for these things, man. And they don't understand really the Most High and what's really coming, because only his chosen will believe what is going on.
Right.
Like you said, Ark, a lot of people feel that it's good. Oh yeah, I'm an Israelite, prince of the power. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, I'm a god. Da, 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 da. But you're gonna have to go through some sufferings, man. Hey, nobody's excluded from this.
No, man, it's coming to
You
us,
know?
man. Hey, I said this a long time ago, man. That I know that I know I have this feeling that I'm gonna be killed doing the work of Yahweh by Shimmy Shot, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I welcome that, you know, because I know that's gonna be to my advantage. I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, you know. I would love to die in the name of Yahweh by Shimmy Shot. Look, this is Matthew 10
Con,
and 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they shall deliver you up to the councils. They will scourge you in the synagogues, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake." So they're gonna. That's what's happening now. They're locking us up. They're killing us off, and it's gonna come to a head where it's gonna be this is gonna happen in a mass movement. And and it says, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them, and Salaki, against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And so basically, they're gonna deliver us up to be killed. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna see us out there preaching the word, and they're gonna know Esau trying to track us down. They're gonna tackle us, Bloom, our own people. Bloom, man, call the
yeah,
police. We got one of them evil ass bitches. Boom, they're gonna get us. Yeah,
yeah,
they're gonna get us
because
they're
it's
gonna get
gonna,
us in jail. They're gonna whoop us. They're gonna beat us. They're gonna torture us, and ultimately we're gonna be beheaded according to the
con.
scripture.
Hey, but some of us, but also remember, some of us are not gonna be touched either,
Yeah,
man. Some of us are not gonna go through all that, and ultimately, that torturing, that stuff is gonna be for 2/3, man,
yeah.
because it's gonna be, it's the most they're gonna suffer us to go through, the type of pain that 2/3 are gonna go
Hey, pull
through,
that scripture up
you
because
know.
you're right. You're right. That this the scriptures did say that they're gonna be just. It's not gonna be just because it calls out all the people that's out there pushing the word, whether they're under false doctrine or truth or whatever.
Right,
They everybody's gonna be targeted, you know.
right,
But the ones that's gonna die in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that's teaching the truth is the ones that's gonna be martyred.
con. I got the Revelation 6 and 11. You want that?
Uh, Revelation. Oh, that's the killer right there. And this scripture before he read this scripture, this is Revelation 6 and 11. This scripture right here, this scripture lets you know that it's already set up. The Most High already put it. It's already set up. Who is elect is, man. I mean, Ecclesiastes, the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 1 tells you, through the reincarnation, that the elect is already set. The book of Jeremiah tells you that he already has his elect set. Period. Okay? And this right here is
Yeah.
gonna put the nail in the coffin about, his elect man, because he know the people who's gonna be martyred in his name's sake,
Hey, because you said that, hold up. Let me get this quick precept
Huh?
real quick because it popped in my head. This is Salakia, second Ezra 6. I'm gonna start at 1. And it says, and he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds
Yes.
blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundation of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, and ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, and we're in it right now, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure. See? Before they were sealed that gathered faith for a treasure, says, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. So all of this was ordained from the foundation. The elect were already set up to go through this before anything even came into existence. The Most High already said that he considered these
Right.
things, and then they were all made. That's exactly what it was. This isn't something where it's just like, oh, this is random. This is just going to be thrown onto us. We're just going to take it. He said, nope. Through all this line, through all this generation, through all these era, is going to come to the point where all my elect, some of them are going to have to be martyred for this thing. Some of them are going to be saved for this thing. And that's the way I ordained it, because only the Most High is going to finish this off, man. We can't change it. We can't say, please, not me. It's just the way it has to go.
Hey, you know what? That I forgot all about that Ezra scripture, man. But that was your pa, man. That was your pa, and man, that was everything. But okay, go ahead and Revelation 6 and 11, and it's gonna
Uh,
just go ahead.
Let me read. All right, this is Revelation 6 and 11. It says, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them, they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Okay, hold on. Uh,
All right,
start over at Revelation 6 and 9, so they can get the whole thing.
okay, con. All right, con. Revelation 6 and 9. And when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of
Stop,
Yahweh and for
stop,
the
stop.
testimony.
Now, when he said, when he opened up the fifth seal and he saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held, he's talking about these are the prophets of old that was killed
Right,
in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, that was martyred. They're still in the grave right
right.
now. They're there right now. And guess why they're there? Keep reading.
It says, um, verse 10, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Yahweh, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And it says, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be
So
fulfilled.
basically, it's telling you right here. This is the killer right here. He already got it set up how he wanted. And this has been done since the beginning. These words are not. This is nothing new. This has always been this way. So the brothers, our brothers that's been martyred from day one, that's been martyred back in the day, back in the biblical day. They waiting on the brothers from these generations, from these same bloodlines, to be martyred in that same way in order for this to be fulfilled. So
Well, if I could say something, because reincarnations, a lot of those biblical
are the
prophets,
same ones.
right? They're yeah, we're back
That's why I
here,
said from the same
and then there's
bloodline.
some of us. Yeah, and then some of us from the biblical days are here, and then some of us have already passed on. Like you got John the Baptist, all the ones prophets who died in the truth beforehand. That's them crying unto Yahweh Shem Shai. All the ones in the generations before. But
Exactly.
a good amount of the prophets are here still in the flesh, man. Even like Job, Job is here because Job said he's gonna see the Most High in his flesh.
Right. He did.
Job is somewhere
He
here.
did.
You know.
Uh,
Um. if I can say something
Go
quick,
ahead. Go ahead.
you touched
You got
on
the floor.
Revelation. All right, Khan. This is Revelation 6 and 9. This is really making a division on who the true people of the Most High are that's going to die for this thing. Because if you read it, it says, "And when he had opened the fifth seal, and I saw underneath the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh." Now, who's the word of Yahweh? Yahweh Shai,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And it
because
says, "And for the testimony."
yeah, but tell
Salakia,
him
go ahead.
why the word of Yahweh is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, because the Most High created Yahweh in the beginning, okay, and He created all things, man. He's the heir of everything. He's the firstborn spirit. The Most High made Yahweh in His image,
Exactly.
which was His word.
Exactly. So he was the
Okay,
word made flesh. That's
that's
scripture,
right.
yeah.
All right. And then now the key thing of this is and for the testimony which they held. Now this alone, where it says for the testimony, cuts religion in two. It cuts any other source outside of the truth in two. Why? Revelations 19:10. This is Revelations 19:10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See if thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." This is why we're going to be put to death, because we're prophesying the downfall of
And they
this
want to
place,
shut
man.
us up. They want us to shut the
Yeah,
fuck up. That's what that is. Look,
yeah, that's
go
right.
back to what you said. You said altar of the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held. So they weren't just slain because Yahweh's namesake. They was also slain because of the testimony that they were given of Yahweh Shai.
That's
Now,
right.
they don't
That's
want
right.
us to talk about that. They want us to shut up because if we shut up, nobody will wake up. But because we're up and we're
Yeah, that's right.
testifying, we're a threat to what they got going on, and they're going to kill us off.
This and ultimately, Yahweh Shemashai is forcing them to do this because then he can lift up that standard. Because we have to always understand Yahweh Shemashai is very deep, and his works are strange. So he's making sure that the elite will have no choice but to try and kill us. Because then you're gonna have some of the elect get spiritual power. If it feels some of the elect dying and coming back, and if it feels Yahushua coming back and wiping this place off the planet, because basically Yahweh Shemashai is forcing their cards into one lane.
Right.
He's giving them only one option. Because imagine if he could just shut down our YouTubes, shut down our Facebooks, take us completely off. Then what? What would he be for? He wouldn't have to force to get us because then he has nothing. There's nothing for us to
But it's
say.
coming.
We couldn't go out. We couldn't do anything. But it's
Yeah, it's
coming,
coming.
you know.
Hey, look,
And that's why he's gonna have no choice but to take us out.
and it says,
That's the end all be
it
all.
says that white robes were given unto every one of them. So what happens? You when Yahweh Shai gives you that white robe, what do that mean?
Purity, knowledge, immortality. It even says if you actually look at the word white, it says um the word there is luko, and it's G3022. And it says of the garments of angels and of those exalted to the splendor of the heavenly
So
state.
basically, the elect, right?
Right, that's right.
Okay, so
It says
go
also
ahead.
it says of white garments as the sign of innocence and purity of the soul.
Okay.
And that's the truth. That's that's the acknowledgement of the truth, man.
Okay, so it says, and white robes were given unto every one of them. It's talking about the prophets that were
Right,
slain in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. So it said, and white robes were given unto
right,
every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest just for a little season. So that let you know
right.
that was they elect. They got their robes already. They're just chilling right in the cup right now, waiting on the rest of their brother to get
Con,
popped off so they can all come together.
right, right,
That's a cold piece, man.
right.
That's cold, man.
Yeah, con.
That's cold.
And then it also says,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Salakia. No, because I was just saying, it also says until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were. So we're gonna be killed as they were,
Yeah.
man. Some of us are gonna have to die just like the ones before us, you know? And it has to be
Hey,
fulfilled.
pull up the scripture where it says that we're going to be beheaded.
Uh
Hold
Con.
on, let me see what that is.
Revelations 20 and 4.
Okay, go on read that. You got to it for me.
This is Revelations 20 and 4. It says, and I saw throned, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Hey, and there you go. Hey, for a lot of those guys who say the mark of the beast is only, it only says the right hand. This said in their hands, left or right. So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. And it says, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know if they got a chance to see that video I did, but yeah, we saw it about the video about the mark of the beast, and we were I tried to share it to everybody because it was a Yapah video, man. It was good, and it was very edifying, and it was detailed, and a person would really get the understanding of that. But when it comes back down to read the top part of that scripture again.
Yeah, Revelation 24, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai,
Okay, okay,
and the word of Yahweh.
and that
Yeah.
goes back to what we were just talking about in Revelations 6 and was that 6 and 9? When we was our prophets, all the prophets that's out here preaching, everybody that's out here pushing the word, be it false doctrine, truth, semi-truth, Old Testament only, New Testament only, Christian motherfuckers. It don't matter. Whoever out there that's claiming they're Israelite, Hebrew
Hey,
Israelite, the most high,
yeah,
for to make sure that Esau come down on you. Esau's coming down
yeah,
on you, and that's what he's gonna do. And he's gonna persecute us. What's the one thing that's gotta happen before the end comes? And that's the persecution of the saints. We think we're being persecuted right now. This ain't shit. It's coming. It's coming. The persecution is coming. You talk about Jacob's trouble. It's coming. It's coming. They're gonna see what trouble is
yeah,
when they gotta make a decision to take this chip or watch your babies starve to death, you know, and don't have anything to eat. It's gonna be mostly the women though. It's gonna be mostly the women that's gonna take the chip because Esau gonna play on their love for their children and their love for whatever.
yeah.
You're gonna be like, man, I can't watch my
Uh,
baby die like that. You're gonna be sitting there watching your baby shake and die. I just need some food. Okay, give me the chip. Just save my baby. You done. The scriptures say.
but and
Go ahead.
Salakia,
Go ahead.
Salakia. But at the end, it's like even if you take it, you're gone
Gone.
anyway. Like, and that's the end all be all. That's what Jakes really need to think about, man. Israel needs to think about because it doesn't matter if you save them for 5 minutes a day. The ending result is you all are gonna get wiped for what you did. If you take that just to save them for 2 days, you're still gonna end up in the fire.
Done.
There's no
Right.
escaping. You're gonna have to face it eventually.
Right.
You're gonna have to face it eventually, man.
You're not gonna be able to.
You know?
You're not gonna. You even if according to scripture, man. Even if you take that mark and you somehow manage to get that chip back up out you, which I doubt you'll be able to do, but even if you do maybe manage to snatch that motherfucker up out you, it's gonna leave a mark, a grievous sore, according to the scriptures, on you, period.
Yeah.
Who bore the mark of the chip.
Hey,
Whether it's in there or not,
and you
you're still gonna get that, and that grievous sore is gonna be from that lithium inside of it. It's lithium. They have a lithium
done.
battery inside of the thing, and if it leaks, according to the makers of it, it's gonna fuck your skin up real bad and leave a grievous sore that's noticeable, like immediately noticeable.
Hey, I was just about to say that. That was the spirit, because I was just about to say you did the video where the creator of the chip said that if it leaks, it sends out like a toxic, and it leaves a very noticeable sore on it,
Yeah.
man, which is a deadly
Right.
mark. It even said it comes down to it can even kill
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know? I got a quick precept to what you were saying though about how we're gonna be tried, and some are gonna be starving and all that
Yeah.
stuff. This is Revelations 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You know, and that's
To
basically
keep you from
you
taking that
Jake
ship.
really. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
exactly.
so if you compelled to take that ship, you know, even though the Most High said that in the hour of temptation, He's gonna be with you. That's the greatest temptation right there in these times right now is the taking of that the mark of the beast. If you take, because
Yeah,
that's one thing that if you do it, you're done. So
yeah, and the majority of the population already has it, like a good amount of the population, man. Because just because we're not involved in that stuff, they're still advertising it. It's still being pushed. People are still looking at it, still trying to get it, trying to be hip, be the first ones to be the exclusive. Oh, yo, I got the chip. I got this. I can do that, bro. But eventually, it's gonna come to the point where it's like, okay, now you can't do anything without it.
right,
It's all that's what they're racing to. Like here in Toronto, pretty much everything's kind of like cashless now. People are paying through their phones. No one really uses cards anymore over
right.
here. Everything's phone.
Yeah, I know.
So guess what's next? Hey, Salaki, even the transit that I take, the bus, they took out all the machines that you pay with money, and now it's a swiper. So now you can't even get through there without swiping a card. And then guess what's going to change to? A chip. And they replaced all of the
Hey, you
machines,
know
man.
what?
All of them.
I just was watching a video about y'all about Toronto. They call it the cashless society. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah.
and they're working on it right
It's pretty
now. And
much it.
America's so hard, right? Like I was telling people, like if
Mhm.
you ever go, do you got Walgreens down there where you at?
No, we don't have that over here.
Man, like it's the major stores. If you go to where you like when you get to the register and you go to pay for your stuff, and you know when you swipe your card or you put your chip card in, they got a thing over the top of it that says tap. That's for that's for
Mhm.
the that's for the NFC RFID mode. Like if you got the chip, you can put your wrist over there, bloop, and then put your PIN number in. Or if you got the your phone or whatever, you could do it over the top, and it'll scan your phone, and then you just put your PIN number in, or you go credit.
Hold on.
Yeah, they got it all over in
Yeah, hold on one
all the
second
major
now.
stores here.
Salaki, good?
Yeah, man. And there's no great. So I acknowledge and I hope brothers understand that go out here preaching this word. What's going to befall you? Don't get scared. Don't run. Don't bitch out. Man, continue to do the work to death. Death. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you
Fine.
something. I used to before I came into the truth. I used to look at death as the enemy. But death ain't the enemy, man. This fucking life we living is the fucking enemy, right? What we going through right now is the fucking this hell we in right now is the fucking enemy. You know?
Fine.
I remember 50 Cent said
Fine.
in one of his songs, he said death gotta be easy because life is hard. And that's true. Because we're in the hell right now. We're in our hell. You know? So this kingdom is about to be
Fine.
destroyed and we're about to take rulership and create our heaven. You know, and that's what we're
Hey,
waiting on. This is the whole point of this thing.
yeah, cause like at the end, death is just a transition, you know? And they show you there's a movie called it just came out. I think it's like Subline or something like that. And they show you that when every time they're like near death experience, all they saw was energy. It's Esau that puts in your mind that says, "Oh,
It's the
okay,
end.
well, when you die, yeah, you're gone, you disappear, or you go to hell, or because they know once you don't fear death, what can he do to hold you? He can't hold
Right,
you because then you're like, okay, there's something after this. He doesn't want you to think there's anything after
right.
this because then you'd be like, screw this place,
But you,
man. I don't need
but
this
you know
shit.
what?
And
It's funny that we're the spiritual people of this planet, but because they have everything, we'll rather listen to them than listen to our own people, our own spiritual people. We'd rather listen to these fucking devils over here because they got a dollar or two and we're hurting. So what we look at
hey,
it in our mind, he must be right somewhere because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be successful. No, if you knew the scriptures, you'll know why he's doing what he's doing. He's not successful because what he got is not the
Yeah.
scriptures. What that Revelations? He said, "I know thy poverty." He said, "I know thy tribulation and thy
Yeah,
poverty,
Revelations
but
2.
thou art rich."
Yeah.
We rich.
Yeah. Yo, and we're rich. Why? Because of this wisdom, knowledge, and
Exactly.
understanding,
Not
man.
because of no
Hey,
fucking
also,
money.
yeah, and ultimately, we have the Most High as our Father, first and foremost, and our power. So one in the world is there to really care about material things. It's nothing for the Most High to make you rich, man.
Right.
But at the end, you can get rich and be a fool and spend it and be broke again. So what really is riches is the wisdom. And I always say this to people: did money make wisdom, or did wisdom make money? You can get rid of money, but you can't get rid of the man that knows how to make
Yeah.
it. The knowledge of knowing how to make it will always be there, but you can get rid of the material thing that was
Right.
there. That's why the wisdom is the richest. You can't get rid of that. If imagine if the whole world knew how to make money, then what power would Esau have? Shalom, Akim, Yabba, Shemi,
Yeah,
Shabrakatah.
Shalom, y'all, by Shem, y'all, Shop Rockatah, bro.
Because at the end of the day, that's all Yabba Shemi Shab wants us to understand. Know the wisdom of what he gave us, because that creates everything. Esau knows
Yeah.
this. Esau knows this, man. That's why he says the most expensive thing in the world is information.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you gotta pay to keep certain things secret.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you know what? I'm gonna say something,
Because
man. Being a member of Great Millstone, uh, I came through this truth. I started out at Great Millstone from being a blind semi Christian. I came straight into through Great Millstone, and I learned through Great Millstone. I used to dip into other little videos and just watching everything, and I understood why the apostle said, "Don't fucking watch these other camps. You gotta watch your brethren, because we teach and we preach the same doctrine, which is the truth." Okay,
right,
it's other camps
right,
outside of Great Millstone that teach the same doctrine that we teach. I can name a bunch of them. Okay, these
right.
these are these are brothers what you call of like mind. You know, because we're all under the same truth. We're not teaching something that our fathers had never taught or never known. We always taught the same doctrine, which was preached. You know, so um, but I want to say there's a lot of people that say they're Great Millstone that's gonna fucking take that chip, man. Just like the apostle said. He said there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that's Great Millstone that's gonna take that chip. That's not your fucking ticket on the chariots. A lot of people think that is let me okay, the Great Millstone, they say they got the truth. Uh let me get with them. Maybe I won't be destroyed by y'all by Shim y'all shot when you come. No. Motherfucker, you can plug up with whoever you want to. You know, it's about your spirit. It's about what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua set for you long time ago. You know, people think there's a such thing as
Right.
changing. You cannot change. You're gonna always be who you've always been. It's good.
I got a precept real quick. This is Philippians 2:12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." And that's ultimately going back to what you're saying, man. You can't just join the camp and thinking you're good, yo, because we don't even
Right.
know.
We
That's why we
hopeful.
always say, yeah, hopeful, man, because we don't know. And I think that's what everybody takes GMS for. They take um our confidence for being prideful, man. We never said that we are the elect. We never said that we're gonna be saved and everybody else is gonna be gone. We said we hope to be. That's why we actually strive to do this to the best that we can, because we know if you don't, the consequences of you being saved is less.
Well, you know the key word that we always say is Lord willing. that we be
Yeah.
at that number.
And then that
Because man, that's all you can do, man, is hope that y'all by Shimmy Yahweh Shai have mercy on us and select us to be at that number, man. Like already, we either selected or we're not. We don't know it. We're not gonna find out and
right.
know for sure until the shit hit the fan. And that's why we say we hope we are the elect. Either way it goes, we
And
already
and
been chosen or not chosen.
yeah. And that's just there's nothing we can do about that. That's just the way it is, man. And that's scriptural. That's I believe it's James 4, which says, don't boast about tomorrow or the day after. You always have to be Lord willing and everything because it's not our will. Hey, if it would be our will, we all be asleep right
Right,
now. We would have been like out of here,
right,
So
right.
clearly it's not by us, you know. So yeah, Abu Ratazar, you know. The brother put a post here. It says Second Ezra 1851, but understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Yeah, and ultimately, who's the person you really should be seeking out? Yahweh Shem
Exactly,
Shai.
exactly.
All right, because he is that example. He's that example. Hey, it's just like when you're in the world, right? If you wanted to be a famous rapper or artist or whatever, you would look to the people that are already there as an example of how to
Right.
get there. So it's the same thing. How do you become righteous and be good and perfect? You have to look at the person that's already there, which is who? Yahweh Shemir Shai.
Right.
Period, man.
And
Got to keep that
and
focus.
even if they chose to say, well, I would choose King Solomon because he was the wisest and the richest, it's still Yahweh Shem Shai because he wasn't nothing but that's just the reincarnation.
Yeah, and some of that stuff is too deep. Some of that stuff is
Yeah,
too deep to
that's why
take,
we ain't gonna get into that meat because they're not gonna get it.
Yeah,
But right now, like the apostle said,
yeah,
we got to do these videos and we got to get these numbers up on these videos. So 3 a week. So three edifying videos a week, not just three throw together videos. You know,
right.
a lot of people will see us jump on um, social media or whatever. And say we'll cut them. And at the end they'll be like I thought y'all wasn't supposed to have Facebook pages. I thought y'all wasn't supposed to get on Facebook. Y'all, daddy gonna
Right.
do this and do that. Man, I swear, man, I be having people so mad, man. And all they can do is say, uh, y'all like to rape kids, rape babies, or whatever the fuck they say. Hey, man, these people crazy,
Yes, the
man.
nonsense. Yeah, yeah. That you guys are not. We're not Islam, okay? Like we don't be doing those things out here. Okay? There's an order in everything. It's just you guys just don't have understanding of that doctrine. You guys don't understand the true essence of what it. If you actually look up the word rape, right? It means to grab, to seize, to hold. So technically, when the police arrests
They
you,
raping you,
right? They're raping you.
but
So but that's what people don't understand. That's why you need to look up words and have a spiritual
exactly.
discernment.
I'm gonna give you
That's
a
just
key
the way it
word:
works.
sodomite. A lot of people think that's just somebody getting fucked in the ass or something. Pardon my way I put
Hmm.
out shit, but I'm blunt. Sodomite. But it
Hmm.
means more than just that.
Right,
Yeah, it means
right.
more than just
But
any perverted shit you do that's
yeah,
not of the natural use of whatever you're
exactly.
supposed to be doing. That makes you a
Yeah, anything
sodomite if you're a
contrary
man.
to yeah, anything contrary to the nature of being righteous,
Right, man.
you're sodomite.
Hey,
You know.
it's funny though, man.
Hey, and
But,
hey,
I think
and with that we can close
I
out.
think this video was needed, man. So what we're gonna do? We're
Con,
gonna close out, and we can give all praises to Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai,
Hashem,
and
Yahushai.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well, and peace and blessings to your occupant. That's how I push the truth and sincerity to the four corners. We're gonna say shalom and shalom.
Shalom, shalom,
All right,
Akim.
shalom.